Hi everybody, Patty Ann here. Please excuse me if I start sniffling. I don't know if I have a cold or allergies or what. Boy, oh boy, I've been sniffling. Anyway, this is what I'm working on today because I've been having some fun making the boxes, and I thought it would be fun to make this Valentine mailbox. So what I did in Cricut Design Space was I just made it large enough so that these rounded pieces right here measure about 6 inches. So then I just stretched everything all together while everything was still grouped or selected, and then I stretched it all so this particular piece was about 6 inches tall. Now the weird thing about this is, of course, there are no directions, but look how many pieces there are. I won't count them all for you, but there are 21 pieces to make this thing. Now, I'm borderline elderly. I'm not sure if I've reached the magic age yet. I think I'm 1 year away. But anyway, I really think that this is a good brain exercise for anybody, including elderly people, especially people that like to put puzzles together, because my gosh, how in the world do you put this together? Now, these pieces here I know how to do. I figure those out. Just the white goes behind the pink, obviously. So I'm going to glue these together. I'm just going to use this quick dry scotch because I've heard people say they use it before. To me, it seems like it would be too wet and would make everything kind of bubbly. And I think I want to put this way because it doesn't matter. I thought maybe one side of this pink was textured and one was not. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on here. And just a little bit on these areas. Just enough to get it wet to make it stick, I guess. You know, one of the things I've found that I really like using too is just an old-fashioned glue stick. Sometimes instead of my big ATG gun. Okay, it may have seemed like I put a lot on there, but I really didn't. Just kind of center this on here. Whoops. Okay, that piece is done. Put it aside. And again, I don't want to use very much glue because I swear I've not used much glue in the past, and still sometimes these things get bumpy looking, and I hate that when that happens because it really ruins the whole look. There are 2 pieces done. And these are not hard. The hard part's going to be figuring out what to do with these, and I might have to pause the video so I can think of what in the world I'm doing. I'm surprised that there aren't any directions at all, and maybe there are and I haven't found them. I did find the one PDF on the Cricut website, and it kind of gives directions for some of the boxes, if you want to call those instructions. I actually have the PDF for the heart box that I made on Cricut Design Space with Patty Ann. On a Facebook group. You can see what they look like and the link to them. So, whoa! Big blob! Yikes! I need a paper towel. Yikes. I don't know. I really like playing with paper. You know, I remember, I'm not so sure it was when I was little, but when my kids were young, I remember when Mr. Rogers used to come out and he'd bring that little cardboard box and he'd have something in it, kind of hidden. Oh, I just loved that cardboard box. He just made it look so cool, whatever was in the cardboard box. And I made the cardboard box sound kind of cool too. Okay, Valentine's. One more. And here we go. I'm just kind of putting some dots on some of these because I just don't want it to be too much glue, as I've said several times already. Okay. Alright, pretty happy with that. I have a couple little grandbabies, but they're only a year old. I can't wait till they get a little bit older and I can make some of these things and they'll enjoy them. One little boy and one little girl. So I'll be able to make everything. Alright, so here are all these pieces. I know these are the two side pieces, but what in heaven's name? This must be the flap that opens. I just don't know. I'm going to have to try to look at the picture again and figure out. Okay, these four pieces look like they're all the same. And then there's this one with this stuff, and this one, and this one. And I have no idea. So I'm going to pause the video and I'll be back. Okay, just so you know, I'm back. It's been about 5 minutes. I still don't know what I'm doing. I folded under these pieces because I folded in these because I think they're the sides, and I think this might get put on here to make the rounded dome. This, and then this looks like, let's see, I was looking at it on the picture, looks like it goes maybe like this somehow on the front. One of my really good friends from high school is an architect. I bet Marcia could look at this and be like, well, it's easy. This goes here, this goes here. But you know what? Putting together these little things was never one of my specialties, and that's why I think it's so good for my brain now to try to figure this jazz out. So I'll be back. Okay, I think another 5 minutes has passed and I'm really no better than I was, although I put these on because I know where they go, and that made me happy. But I feel like I want to give up and go get some help from somebody, but I'm going to persevere. I got to figure this out. I'll feel so good if I can do it. I'll be back. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes, and this is where I am, and I don't think it's right. If you could see this thing up close of all the places that I've glued things and torn things off, it's a mess. It's kind of cute, though, the way the little door works. But I know I'm not doing any of this right, because look at this. Okay, so here he is, right? He needs some more on the front here. His sides look pretty good. His back isn't done. But look at all these pieces I still have. I've done something wrong. I think I might have to start all over again or tear it apart and try again. Matter of fact, I think that's what I'll do right now. I'll just kind of tear it apart. It's gonna be a mess. It's not gonna be something that I can ever use, obviously. But well, I still think that the sides and the top are right. That part's right, I think. But now what in the world with all the rest of this? I'll be back. Okay, so I found a lady on the internet who is making this, and she actually has the instructions. So I'm going to write to the Cricut people and say, how am I supposed to make Cricut access things if, whoops, where am I? If we don't have the instructions, because I still have all these parts yet to go. And I'm confident that the lady's going to show me what to do with these. But see, it's going to be pretty cute. But what a mess. All the glue, extra glue and stuff. So I will be back with the finished product, and I will let you know when Cricut tells me where are the directions. Okay, thanks. Okay, I was able to finish it thanks to the lady on the internet. Mine's really a hot mess because I took it apart. You can see all that glue, and the lady on the YouTube video said, oh, it's okay if you get glue because it dries clear. Well, yeah, it dries clear, but it's shiny. But anyway, this is what it looks like finished. It is really cute. It opens up like this, and there's a separate box that goes inside of here to add stability to it, and it's like a little mailbox. So that, again, that goes right inside of there. So in the meantime, I did contact the folks at Cricut, and usually there is a page where you can find directions to a lot of the access things, especially if they're cartridges. See how cute that is? Okay, but this particular one wasn't on there, and they said that they will put a message through and have that put on in case anyone else is looking for it. But like I said, the lady on the internet was able to help me. Somebody named Dio4x4 put a video in April 29th of 2012, and she showed how to do it. Just show you the beginning of her video. Well, maybe not the beginning. I'll go in.
Okay, everybody. So I decided to go ahead and do a video on how I put my...
So that's what her video is like. And then when I went to Cricut, they did give me the ones that I need. They look like... I think I took a screenshot, yes. Looks like this. You won't be able to see much. But if I had this, I wouldn't have had all the trouble that I had. They do have on their website a whole slew of Cricut design cartridge handbooks, like lots of them. So if you're curious, you can go to help.cricut.com/cartridge-library, and I'll put that in the link below. So anyway, thanks for joining me. I'm not crazy about how mine turned out. It's a hot mess, but I think I'll try it again because I really think it's kind of cute, isn't it? With a little door that opens and shuts, just like a little mailbox, right? Cute. So thanks for joining me. Bye, y'all.